Today's highest-paid NBA players don't just define the future of the sport, they shape the business of basketball. This countdown of the top 10 highest earners for the 2024-25 NBA season reflects not only athletic prowess, but strategic team building, risk tolerance, and financial evolution in the league. Let's dive in, starting at number 10. 10. Karl Anthony Towns, $49.21 million. Karl Anthony Towns opens the list, earning just over $49.2 million this season. Towns has long been seen as one of the most skilled big men in the league, with a unique ability to stretch the floor as a three-point shooter while maintaining dominant rebounding numbers. Now positioned in a high-pressure market, Towns carries the dual responsibility of producing elite numbers and anchoring his franchise's core identity. While he may not have the same household fame as some higher on this list, his contract reflects the demand for modern big men who can space the floor and protect the rim. 9. Jaylen Brown, $49.21 million. Tied with Towns in base salary, Jaylen Brown has firmly established himself as a premier two-way wing. His scoring has become more consistent, and defensively, he often guards the opponent's top perimeter threat. His financial jump stems from a supermax extension, a reward for his All-NBA selection, and a clear sign of Boston's faith in him as a franchise cornerstone. His ability to perform on both ends of the floor and lead in high-stakes playoff moments makes his paycheck not only justifiable, but strategic. 8. Kawhi Leonard, $49.21 million. Despite battling injuries in recent seasons, Kawhi Leonard remains among the league's highest-paid players, earning a base salary that ties him with Brown and Towns. His reputation as a two-time NBA Finals MVP and one of the best two-way players of his era has kept him financially elite. Kawhi is the kind of player who, when healthy, can take over a playoff series on both ends of the court. His calm demeanor and low profile off the floor contrast sharply with his impact on it, which continues to command max-level respect and investment from his team. 7. Paul George, $49.21 million. Another player with an identical salary to Leonard is Paul George, his former teammate and one of the NBA's most versatile forwards. George brings scoring, playmaking, and high-level defense to any roster he's part of. Despite some postseason ups and downs, his consistent regular season production and leadership qualities have earned him one of the league's heftiest contracts. Now on a new team, his combination of experience and adaptability is considered a core asset for a franchise looking to make deep playoff runs. 6. Devin Booker, $49.21 million. Devin Booker rounds out the group tied at $49.21 million. Already a multi-time All-Star, Booker is known for his scoring versatility, late-game heroics, and polished offensive game. As the centerpiece of a franchise with championship aspirations, he has become one of the most marketable young stars in the league. His contract reflects both past production and future expectations. Additionally, his recent contract extension, which will kick in over the next few seasons, is set to break records and make him the highest-paid player annually in NBA history, a testament to his value and trajectory. 5. Kevin Durant, $49.86 million. Kevin Durant remains one of the league's premier talents and highest-paid players. His scoring efficiency, shooting ability, and championship experience make him a perpetual MVP threat. While he's in the later stages of his career, Durant continues to average elite numbers and remains a focal point for any offensive scheme. His high salary is not just a reward for his past accolades, it's also a recognition of the win-now mentality that surrounds teams willing to bet on his impact. Few players shift championship odds like Durant. 4. Bradley Beal, $50,020,000. Bradley Beal just crosses the $50 million mark, placing him firmly in the top 5. A three-level scorer with excellent offensive instincts, Beal brings an aggressive scoring punch and veteran savvy to any backcourt. While he has often played in systems where he had to carry an excessive load, his move to a more balanced roster gives him the chance to thrive without being overextended. His contract reflects what teams are willing to pay for elite offensive production, even if defensive metrics or injury concerns occasionally cloud the picture. 3. Joel Embiid, $51.42 million. Joel Embiid is not just one of the highest paid players, he's also among the most dominant. A former MVP, Embiid combines size, strength, footwork, and mid-range shooting in a way that few bigs in history ever have. His base salary of $51.4 million reflects his role as a franchise player capable of changing a team's destiny. Embiid is the type of star who commands double teams every night and often shifts the entire defensive scheme of opposing teams. While durability remains a question, his overall value is unquestioned when he's on the floor. 2. Nikola Jokic, $51.42 million. Tied with Embiid in salary, Nikola Jokic continues to redefine the modern center position. His passing is unparalleled for a player of his size, and he's arguably the best offensive hub in the game. Jokic's efficiency, basketball IQ, and unselfishness have transformed his team into perennial title contenders. What separates him from most centers is his ability to create for others while still scoring at will. His contract isn't just about stats, it's about system-wide impact, and few players in the league can shape an entire franchise's playing style quite like him. 1. Stephen Curry, $55.76 million. At the top of the mountain is Stephen Curry, the NBA's highest-paid player for the 2024-25 season. His salary surpasses $55 million, and it's well-deserved. Curry revolutionized basketball with his shooting and spacing, and he remains the centerpiece of his team's offense. Even as he ages, his conditioning, shot selection, and clutch performances continue to make him one of the most dangerous players in the league. Beyond his stats, Curry's leadership, fan appeal, and championship legacy elevate his value. He's not only a Hall of Fame lock, but also the most marketable figure in basketball today. What these salaries mean for the league? These top 10 salaries are reflective of more than individual excellence. They signal a broader trend in how franchises value stars. Contracts of $50 million per year were unthinkable even a decade ago. Now they're increasingly becoming the standard for top-tier players. With the NBA salary cap continuing to rise, thanks to growing international viewership, streaming deals, and merchandising profits, these contracts could seem modest in just a few short years. Team building is also being reshaped by these mega deals. Franchises are being forced to construct rosters around one or two massive contracts, which requires careful cap management, value drafting, and often difficult trade-offs. The margin for error shrinks when two players occupy over half your payroll. But for most organizations, betting on transcendent talent is a risk worth taking. There's also a shift toward long-term planning and risk hedging. Injuries, playoff disappointments, or team chemistry issues are more consequential when a $50 million player is involved. That said, these contracts also offer marketing benefits. Jersey sales, ticket sales, and local TV revenue often spike around marquee players, making them revenue engines beyond their on-court performance. Looking ahead, with rising cap projections and expanding revenue streams, the league could soon see salaries approaching $70 million annually. In fact, some younger stars have already signed extensions set to reach that mark. The next wave of Supermax deals could push even past that, especially if the new collective bargaining agreement continues to allow for higher salary cap jumps tied to league profits. In the near future, players like Jason Tatum, Anthony Davis, and Giannis Antetokounmpo may crack the top 5 in earnings. Younger stars such as Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander are also on pace to command record-breaking deals as they mature into franchise cornerstones. The 2024-25 NBA season is a clear inflection point in the league's financial history. The top 10 highest-paid players are not just elite athletes, they're multidimensional investments. Their salaries represent performance, potential, popularity, and strategic value to their organizations. From Stephen Curry's era-defining greatness to Jokic and Embiid's MVP-level impact, and from young stars like Booker to veteran leaders like Durant, this list reveals the fascinating intersection of sport and business. As the NBA continues to grow globally and technologically, these salaries will evolve too. But for now, the 10 names above sit at the top of basketball's financial hierarchy, earning every dollar through their impact on the game and the billion-dollar industry that surrounds it.